Oh, alrighty, roadie. Good morning, good sirs and madams. Welcome back again to my camper car, the Kia Shuttle. Jameson, good morning, good sir. Just waking up, getting moving. I got a little bit of organizing to do. But yeah, today is about the gray. This concept my buddy Steven laid out before me, a fellow traveler. He believes it's all gray. There is no good, there is no bad. We'll discuss that a little bit. First of all, caffeine, little camaraderie, little hello there, and blah, blah, blah. But it's also day 31, right? Probably more like day 35, because I kind of just adopted the dates to make it a little bit easier on myself. We did leave a few days before the beginning of the month. But yeah, it's day 31, New York to Santa Fe on $100. I'm doing pretty well still. I admit I've spent some money. We're down to no money in the DoorDash card, about $650 in the other account. That's with all my bills paid this month. So, but I came with that. I made sure that was set up before I left. And then, yeah, the other thing today is I got a DoorDash today because there's a $50 charge coming out for a yearly subscription for the Planet Fitness tomorrow, and there's nothing in the DoorDash account which pays it. So I'll have to do a little DoorDash today, but we are still well above flush. And I went and brought myself some new clothes yesterday instead of doing laundry, so I could have a nice little lazy day, which I feel like I'm okay with. I had some good tacos, and yeah, I've been eating like a king and doing the next right thing to the best of my ability. I hope you're out there doing the next right thing today too in YouTube land. We are going to roll the dice once again today, signifying our ability to push forward through the struggle and do something different with ourselves. Ellie, good morning there. No new, slow and steady, nice and easy. You're right, Ellie. How are you all? How is everyone doing out there in YouTube land? Are you doing all right today? Holding it together? You feeling like you got it all under control? One second, and we'll get to finishing that conversation. Control was yesterday. I know I don't have any control. Today is gray. Today is the gray. The good, the bad, the indifferent, our perception thereof, and the reality thereof is what we'll be discussing. But let me... nice. Let's see. No. All right, there we go. We got the questionnaire lined up. Answer the ding. Do the thing. We don't need to do that. Start the survey. Blip zap zoodle dip daddy dip day. All right. Whoa. All right, that's the one right there. Yo, what's up, brother? Jimmy Jam, it's good to see you. I liked and subbed. All right, we're gonna roll the dice there for you. Just 1 second. Whoa. That was on me. James is feeling like tempted fate today. We all know that James has no luck when it comes to the dice, but we'll roll them for you, James. Every once in a while, it can't be. Every once in a while, you win. Let's start by rolling the dice for James, and then I'll get all this cleaned up a little bit. And there's the 10. What am I talking smack for, James? You're starting off hot this morning, brother. Starting off flaming hot. Thank you very much for the like and the subscribe, James. Our big dog. Our co-host and friend. Supporting the adventure as we push forward with hope and faith. Any quotes on the gray, the good, the bad, the indifferent, and the illusion there in between that concept through our perception. But we got to get another roll for James for the sub. And there's a 7, which gets you another one. And there's the Spider-Man that our brother James gave us. We got to put him in his spot. And push forward, giving hope, love, and appreciation today. I got to get some coffee to actually feel that hope, love, and appreciation. Kirkpatrick, thank you so much for your loving appreciation and a God of your understanding. Jimmy Jam liked and subbed. Awesome. There's a $5, and then there is a 7, which gets you another roll, and then there's an 8. Jimmy Jam, we're going to give you one more. There's a 9, one more for Jimmy Jam. $5, Jimmy Jam. You can also share or give us a quote on the gray today, the perception of good and bad. There was this old parable that I keep hearing. It keeps coming up about this Chinese farmer that his horses got out. And everybody's like, oh, it must be a horrible thing. Your horses have gotten out of the pen. He's like, well, we'll see, right? And then corrals those horses, and they come back in, and everybody's like, oh, it's a great thing you got your horses back. He's like, we'll see. And then his son gets trampled, his leg gets broken, and oh, it's a horrible thing. You know, everybody's ranting and raving. Well, we'll see. Chinese army comes and scoops all the younger of-age men to fight in the war, who will surely perish, and they don't take his son because his leg is broken. Everybody's like, you are so lucky. The only thing he could say was, well, we will see, because it's all gray, right? It's through our perception in this moment. What is good or bad might play out in a way outside of our understanding. And that's the concept for today. It's kind of exploring that thought process that everything is gray. And there is good and bad and good and vice versa, which kind of commingles this idea. We already got a diamond today. That's absolutely amazing. Can't wait till I get to it. Jimmy Jam, we just rolled for you. Yes, thank you so much, Kirkpatrick, for a God of your understanding, appreciation of hope and love. And Corey Lane, thank you for the 100. You are absolutely amazing. We're going to roll. That'll get you a roll, too. There's the 10er we've been looking for this morning. I'm going to have to take a break from rolling the dice here in a second and get myself some coffee, I tell you that. But Corey, thank you so much for the donation today. The 100 sticker is absolutely amazing. And you are amazing for being here and taking the leap and winning your spot under the Wall of Champions, possibly earning that ticket to the Rock the Bluff show in Merriam, Indiana. This is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to have a great group of friends here. The Turtle Herd will be joining us. A bunch of the Turtle Herd, anyway. Not the full encompassing thing. That'd be kind of crazy to expect. But, yeah, taking the leap today, pushing forward. Let me get some of this out of the way. We got all these books that I would probably will just stack up and poke through at some point. But yeah, slow and steady, nice and easy. Some nice hot coffee this morning, a good conversation with some good friends, and a chance to express ourselves and move forward in a passionate and compassionate way. Thank you, Jimmy Jam. What do you appreciate? Jimmy Jam, I appreciate life. I appreciate the ground beneath my feet in the 4 directions, good sir. I appreciate you in this moment. I appreciate being able to breathe in and out. The plants and animals that are given to us for our sustenance and our survival. I appreciate the ability to care for, to nurture, and to have dominion over Mother Earth. I appreciate a lot in this moment when I'm in my right mind, right? When I can realize that pain is a passing and fleeting thing, and it causes growth. That's part of the gray, right? Because when you're in pain, all you can think of is pain, right? You can't think of the positivity of that struggle. But there is positiveness in that pain. I guarantee you that. When you're on the outside and you're looking in and you realize that pain gave you empathy, then you know that there is a reason for it. Milk, we don't necessarily talk politics here. We appreciate your opinion. Stick around for a while. Learn a little compassion, love, appreciation, and hope. Despite how we might feel politically. I think that's the core of what can make us a better human being. We talk about that here. We don't talk about necessarily, specific religions or politics, because I think it'll take away from the opportunity for any of us to grow a little bit and then figure that out on our own time. Let's all, Jimmy Jam, we had behind. Okay. Whoa, let's see. You can say blah, 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 blah. You can stay in your corner of the forest waiting for others to come to you. You have to go to them sometimes. Winnie the Pooh. I like that. Thank you so much for that Winnie the Pooh quote, James. You got him itching this morning, rolling the dice. James' second win of the day. Our buddy Corey and James is up there twice. Taking the leap today, James. Enjoying your morning over a cup of coffee. Appreciate you having you here as always, brother. But yeah, sometimes we have to go and reach out, and sometimes it feels like we're always reaching out. That hits home for me pretty deeply, because I get to the point where I'm like, well, it doesn't matter because no one ever calls, right? I understand that feeling, but you got to reach out. You got to get moving. If there's nothing going on and you're sitting there alone, you can't let that whisper continuously separate you from your brothers and sisters. I mean, you can, but it's not the healthy thing to do. You can do whatever you want. I'm not here to, there's no way I can tell you what you can do. Maybe what you should, could, would do, maybe. I don't know, but those are all up in the air. Slow and steady day. We had some amazing tacos at Fusion Taco yesterday. Highly recommend it in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Great tacos yesterday. Anyway, it's where most of our money's gone to, but I was able to make a good chunk of money picking up that ranch hand position, right? And even with that, like, I feel like it was great, but there was times in there where I was sweating bullets and my whole body felt like, like it was going to fall apart. Laying here at night, in this little canned ham camper car, my whole body aching. Just taking that moment out of perspective, you'd think that maybe that ranch hand job was horrible, but we also have the financial ability to eat like kings. I rolled in here with $4 and a half a tank of gas. That wouldn't have afforded us the $15 tacos yesterday, or the Panda Express that I had for dinner. Maybe they wouldn't have afforded the clippers that got us the beauteous haircut and tightened us up a little bit today. Woo! Slow and steady today, nice and easy. I like that quote by Winnie the Pooh. Are you trolling? Mitchell, am I trolling? Are you talking to the narrator here? Who are you talking to? I am not trolling at all. I'm being open and honest to the best of my ability. Dropping your soak, Mikey. Jimmy Jam's doing a little trolling. We'll let him fly for a while. Tommy, I am putting an 8-hour stream. Crank for all my subs and likes. L. Scott. Crank, that sounds awesome, man. I can't wait to check it out. I didn't get to your channel again. I'm sorry about that, brother. You should check out Crank's channel if you're out there in YouTube land. He does have some cool stuff, or had some cool stuff. I'm sure he's got more. It's been a while since I've jumped onto the channel and checked it out. Slow and steady. Today I definitely got to clean out the car. Today I definitely got to clean out the car. I had a little lazy day yesterday, and that's all right. You're out there struggling. You need a little lazy day. You're out there. You had a couple amazing days. It's all right to have a lazy one. Oh, when are you right? What do you think? They're Waldrop, and doesn't matter. I'm green, says Crank. Indie Songbird, yes, I am purple and blue. My for sure. Which of the Southern Santa Fe where's the sun? Watching from South Santa Fe. Yeah. Where is the sun? I don't know. It's not here today, but it's all right. We'd have some sunny ones. We've had some beautiful ones. Jimmy Jim is purple. I am purple as well. Well, yeah, I am working big bad. Blip, 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 bloop, zip, blap, do. You're getting sick, Scotty. I'm not. Maybe I am. Maybe I don't want to be in denial, but I'm wearing myself down. I know I need that nozzle spray around here somewhere. My sinuses have been a little bit clogged since I've been here, and I usually have some nasal spray. But yeah, I took yesterday, Sally, and relaxed a little bit. Relaxed quite a bit. I got myself some new clothes, a new pair of pants and a shirt, and some toiletries. I got myself a little wireless clipper that seemed to work all right for the trimming up. I feel a little bit better, not like so much of a hobo. Yeah, slow and steady, nice and easy today, Lady Songbird. We're gonna roll the dice if you want. Once again, it'd be nice to show the world how we push forward, slow and steady, because it starts with a glass of water, right? If you're out there struggling, it starts with the simplest, smallest thing. It starts with you deciding that you're gonna make a difference and you're gonna make a change in your life. You're gonna push through the perception of negativity that's consuming your life, and you're going to find a sense of peace by giving yourself what you need. Glass of water, take a shower, give thanks for what you have. What do you appreciate? That was a good question this morning. Do you appreciate all you've been given? Do you appreciate where you're at? Do you appreciate the air in your lungs? How Anase used to say, when you start with giving thanks for the simple things, these gifts that we've been given, everything else becomes so much more valuable, including those gifts, because you recognize that we have everything we need. Everything else is just extra. With that being said, let's take a few minutes, get some coffee in us, push forward a day of rest. You need it. Yeah, I had that day of rest yesterday. It's going to be a nice little somber one today. I'm not going to do much. I do need to do some door dashing today because we still at like 650 for the grand total. You know, but I do need to put $50 into my DoorDash card, because tomorrow they'll be taking $50 out for Planet Fitness for the yearly charge, and that comes out of that. And I want to be able to wash my sweet little tuchus. So, yeah, I got to do a little bit of door dashing today, no matter what I want to do. And but just a little bit, $50, ain't much. 5-10 orders, whatever, it all depends. And yeah, slow and steady, nice and easy today. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Sally, what do you have to say about the gray? This concept that there is no good, that there is no bad, that more shall be revealed as we move forward. It was something that was placed before me by a seemingly intelligent human being that I got a chance to meet the other day. And I like the concept because I believe he's right. You know, it's hard to know what's good or what's bad, and if there even is, right? If it's all just gray. Laying on that couch for 3 months really didn't seem like a good thing, but being in that struggle, anxiety, grief, and doubt definitely gave me some perspective, and it's allowed me to be here in this moment with vigor and passion, knowing I don't want to end up back in that place. Corey, thank you, Corey. Another sticker. Yellow belly snake. Jimmy Jam, what are you talking about? We'll figure it out once I get some coffee in me there, brother. We got to roll for Corey once again. We're going to roll. We don't have to. We will, because of your amazing donation. $1, 1 penny, one like, share, or subscribe is enough. And nothing is mandatory. Let's see. We got a 7, which gets you another roll, Corey. There's the doubles we've been looking for, Corey, man. 60-60 gets you up onto the wall of champions again. We got James twice and Corey twice. Awesome, brother. Thank you for the donations this morning. Again, as always, the next right thing is going to be feeding the volunteers at the Rock the Bluff concert. So if you decide to volunteer, I'm going to be doing my best to provide as many meals as possible. A big cooler full of sausages and grillables and my flat top, just to feed the volunteers as much as possible. That'll be our contributing to Rock the Bluff. That'll be our donation to this thing. That's not about making money. It's about coming together. It's about camaraderie. It's about changing the face of music. It's about not spending $1 million to go see one band and go broke. Being surrounded by 1 million people, you can't breathe. It's going to be about enjoying a good time with good people, having good food and a few laughs. And if you decide to volunteer, some free sausages and hot dogs, one free meal from one of our vendors if you're volunteering, and a free ticket. Or you can win your ticket here by rolling the dice, taking a chance, taking the leap. Everything is blooming a month early. It is, yeah, allergies. I believe so. Thank you, Musk. Oh, yeah, okay, just take it easy. Looking good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm looking pretty well. Tree Farmer, Lady Indie Songbird. The Tree Farmer, you coming to the Rock to Bluff? Lady Songbird's going to be singing there. I think you might enjoy the show. Boston Bill, subscribe. Thank you for the crew. No problem, Boston. There's a 9er, and we're going to give you one more for being the OG, a 7, and then there's the 10. Good job today, Boston Bill, for taking a chance, breaking the mold, and doing something different. I know I sound a little bit raspy today, but yeah, allergies and dryness and the desert. Last night wasn't too cold, but Boston Bill, I think this is your first posted up onto the Wall of Champions there. Your first point towards your free ticket to the Rock the Bluff Festival. That's awesome, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Help grow the conversation. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, Bill. Hello, Tree Farmer. Hey, allergies, too. Good point. Oh, good. Oh, no, there's good and bad and in between. So here's the concept that we're playing around with today is the gray, right? Is the Steven said that there is no good, there is no bad, there is no in between, that it's all gray, because as the span of time plays out, what is changes, right? So, like the parable of the Chinese farmer and his son breaking his leg, right? That's a horrible thing. You could say that that's bad. But then the army comes and takes every well-bodied man out of that town, and that son doesn't get taken. And then it's good, right? So, like, I think that's the concept we're playing with today. But yes, I do believe in the moment there's good, bad, and indifferent, and we could feel different ways about things. But I think in the end, I think that it is all gray, right? It's all meant to be. It's all exactly what it's supposed to be, despite what we think it should be. And that can be a hard thing to digest. Without a doubt, my friends, without a doubt. So just the concept of the gray, that's what we're talking about today. The good, the bad, the indifferent, the ability to accept what is despite what we think should be. A little bit of love, a little bit of hope, a little bit of inspiration. We love you, Lady J. Miss Mom, I saw that turtle herd, your turtle herd deal this morning. I absolutely loved it. So thank you so much for that cool little shorts. I might actually adopt that cool little short, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, it was neat. That definitely signified what we're doing here. Coming together as a group, spreading hope, love, and appreciation. Little traveling, little love, little vigor and advice. Some appreciation and hope despite the struggle, right? Let's get our coffee in us here. Bam. Choi's online. Well, it's good to see Choi's doing all right. But no, nothing is perfect. Damn straight. I like that. We're going to give you that as a quote, Lady Songbird. Let me stick around for a while. Yeah, I can't breathe. I feel like I need to find that nozzle spraz around here somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere. Let me get the coffee rolling. Some nice hot coffee will clear up We'll clear up everything, I'm sure. Everything will be nice and easy here in a minute. We are saving some cash on coffee, right? Which is a good thing. I'm almost out of coffee. I'm about to buy another bag, I think, because I don't know if you guys have tried the mushroom coffee I left you yet, Sally, but I absolutely adore it. That should be more than enough. That's way more than enough coffee. But it'll open the door. Is it bad that we're out of coffee? Oh, it could be. Maybe it'll open the door for us to try some new coffee. I've been eyeballing this coffee that's got New Mexico's symbol on it, Santa Fe's symbol on it, here at the little Mexican grocery store. So maybe it'll be a good thing that we're out of coffee, right? It's hard to say. Slow and steady, nice and easy today. Oh, we got to roll the dice for Sally. For her inspiration quote and reflection. There's a 3. There's an 11. Sally, nominate somebody. that has made a positive impact in your life. I know you got some amazing people out there that I've been able to meet, and then I haven't. It's funny that I thought of you yesterday. They had a Willie Nelson action figure at Walmart. That made me think about you. But yeah, nominate a winner, Sally. Let us know somebody in your life who deserves to be commemorated for helping you become who you are. This amazing, mothering, caring, compassionate human being who we can all lean on here. I will definitely try to be there. We would love to have you there, Tree Farmer. When is the Rock the Bluff? Miss Mum, Rock the Bluff is in July, so you got plenty more time. Check out the website. Check out the music. Check out the vendors. If you want to volunteer, if it's possible, that would be absolutely amazing. We would love to have you. If you'd like to volunteer at the gate for a day, that'd be great. If you don't, that's fine too. We're no expectations on anybody. The $50 tickets for 3 days worth of bands, 25 bands for $50. How can you beat that? A ton of amazing food. There's going to be a bunch of artists there. I think we're still looking for an art director. Things kind of fell through with that. I'm bringing a party. Damn straight you are. Peaceful Dove, it's good to see you. There is still time for you to go to as far as you want to. Quote, thank you. There's still time for you to go as far as you want to. I like that quote. 7 gives you another one. And then 8 gives you nothing, but we're going to roll again. And there's another 8er. I really like that quote. We're going to give you one more. Sorry about that, Peaceful Dub, but like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. There's still time for you to go as far as you want to. I think this trip is a big eye-opener to that, because I almost didn't come this far because I felt the door closing. I had a little bit of a panic attack the other night because I felt the door closing, but it's not. We still have all the time in the world. Slow and steady, nice and easy. Take our time. Move softly. Walk softly, is how Anase would say. Move forward with purpose and vigor, and find a sense of compassion in our heart through this open, honest communication, through growth, compassion, through understanding what we might think is good might turn out to be bad, and vice versa. That more shall be revealed, and that life is more often than not full of gray than it is full of white and black. It's something to contemplate. Jimmy Jam, I liked and subbed. Sub, Scotty, Tommy. You're going to like, share, and subscribe, brother. Sharing the stream really helps. If you got anybody out there who would really like the stream, you share it, let us know. We're going to roll the dice. Jimmy Jam, we're going to roll the dice for you. There's an 11. Jimmy Jam, you got to give us someone who has affected your life in a positive way, Jimmy Jam. No BS. Somebody who gave you inspiration and hope. You want to tell us about them? That'd be great. We're going to stick you right here until you do so. As a reminder that you have a nomination for taking the chance and rolling the dice today. We only got a handful of winners so far. It sucks, but Santa Fe needs 3 days of rain. It does, Musk, and I wouldn't fight it at this point because I know how much it's needed in this area, right? I'd let it be what it is. Maybe I need a couple days of rain too. I want a mini helicopter. James, you could get one that we could put together. I'll help you put it together. Watch you fly off into the sunset. It was funny though. You'd like it. I would like it, Miss Mom. What would I like? I would like it if you showed up. That'd be great. Scott, blow your nose across one's tongue. You're right. I'm all stuffed up. Maybe that'll help. Thank you, Pappy, for helping me figure out what I should do with myself. Crank, you're a good Pappy, and I appreciate you. A little Panda Express last night was absolutely amazing. We don't have Pando where I'm from. See, look at that. Nothing, man. Not the nose. It's all clogged up like Visco or whatever. It's not right. This warm coffee will help. I'm almost sure of it. It's going to be real caffeinated. Why aren't you pushing, you bastard? Push. What is going on? Oh, you look hurt. God damn, what is going on? Put that much coffee in there. Slow, Scott, blow your nose. I did. Crank, I hate your face. Got a mirror, tell you what to get for the sniffles. I got some nozzle spray around here. Corey, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. I like that quote, Corey. That kind of goes into what we're talking about today, right? There's comfort in mourning. There's wisdom in grief. That's the gray, right? No matter how painful it is, it's hard to even swallow the idea that losing someone you love could have any kind of benefit. But losing someone we love emphasizes the wisdom that they brought into this world in the most miraculous way that nothing else can. And it gives us empathy for those who are struggling with loss. So whether we can digest it or not, and we handle it or not, there is, it is gray. It's gray. It's not a bad thing. It's part of life, and it helps us prepare ourselves for what's going to happen for us. And we're all headed there. No one gets out alive, my friends. That's the reality of it. But Corey, thank you for the quote. We appreciate your God of your understanding. There's a niner and a 5, which is absolutely nothing. The dice are cooling down. Yes, Corey, 100%. I believe that. Vac, what's up? How are we feeling today? A little bit, not so worn down. Hot coffee brewing and a walk around the neighborhood. That doesn't sound so bad. Maybe a walk around the neighborhood. Walking across the brush. Starbucks sounds good. Musk, I don't usually get Starbucks, but our new friend Sarah brought me to Starbucks, and I got a pistachio latte. It was absolutely fucking amazing. It was crazy. I highly recommend the pistachio latte with whole milk. Real creamy and rich, and just the pistachio flavor was absolutely amazing. I can't say much about the price. I think everything at Starbucks is ridiculous, right? Like, that's why I usually don't go. I'm usually really conservative. Besides spending money on food, it seems like that's where all the money have gone. We were at like over $900 not too long ago, and we're down to $650 in the account. So, but we're still gonna get there, And we do a little door dashing today, and still going to eat like a king, still going to travel, still going to push forward. But I mean, shit, leaving New York with $100, you can't complain. I can get medical travel insurance. That'd be great. We would love to have you, Miss Mom. Please check out the website. Rusty, where is Rock the Bluff? Musk. Rock the Bluff is in Miram, Indiana. It's a little bit out of the way, but depending on where you are, it's not too far from St. Louis. It's a beautiful little place, a small little town full of hope, love, and acceptance. This bluff is absolutely amazing, and there's going to be a bunch of rocking and jamming. Check out the website before you make the decision based on where it is. Port, what are you doing? We are sitting in the car about to have some coffee, Porter. Try to eat well and avoid soda. That's a good one. I'm going to roll for you for that one, Porter. For that, we'll call that a special piece of advice today. But you are right. Yeah. No, I need to stay away from soda. I keep drinking that, and it's poison. But thank you, Porter. We got a 7, so we got another roll for you. There's doubles there, brother. Got the snake eyes. We still are looking for some new rules. Maybe a snake eyes rule, maybe, I don't know, whatever you guys think. We came up with this game together. Know your role. And Porter, that's another thing that we're doing today. We're contemplating where we are and where we've been and where we're going. We're doing our best to be kind, compassionate human beings and grow the turtle herd, because slow and steady we weather the burden together. Through open, honest communication, we find growth. And I say this because I understand struggle. I understand anxiety, grief. I understand the fact that our mental health issues are not a broken leg, and it can be hard to figure out how to address those. It can be hard to get off the couch and push forward and do anything but wallow in our misery. It can be hard to address the pain and struggle that we've gone through. It can be nearly impossible to embrace the darkness that envelops us. But we must, right? We must acknowledge that whatever this darkness is serves a purpose. It make it serve us. Have that darkness now serve me, knowing that I have empathy for anybody out there who's struggling. Rock the Bluff. Try to eat well and avoid soda. You're right, Porter. I saw a beautiful cherry blossom tree, and I thought about my sister. Yeah, there's been a lot of beautiful blossom trees around here like that as well, and I appreciate you bringing MD to the forefront of the conversation. She's an amazing human being, and we have love and appreciation. Good morning, just popping in for a bit. Ashley, hope you have an amazing stream. Ashley, I hope you have an amazing day there, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming in and being thankful. Will you roll the dice? Will you blip, 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 zip? Will you appreciate the gray today? Will you understand that you do not know, right? Is it okay? Will you be all right? Will you be all right with letting go and knowing that you do not know? Knowing that more shall be revealed about whatever's going on today, Ashley? When you hit that brick wall, are you going to spite a God of your understanding, blaming this entity for all the wrongdoing in your life? Are you going to find the strength to understand that it might be beyond your understanding of why these things are happening? That's the key to growth, right? Letting go and letting be what is. Having faith. Sally and Jimmy John, you still got to nominate somebody. I've got your Post-its up there for your nominations. Indy Songbird and Jimmy Jam. Please nominate somebody in your life who has made a positive impact. Like, share, subscribe, and roll the dice. Get your chance to get onto the wall of champions, and be that inspiration and hope that others need. Be that inspiration and hope that you need. Embodying this concept that whatever is meant to be, right? That we have faith that it's going to be all right, despite how painful it might be at times. Every moment has value. Good, bad, or indifferent, whether you want to accept it or not, it all has value. I implore you to take a moment and reflect on that. He loves cherry blossoms. That's a good piece of information to know, and I appreciate you. There's been a lot of cherry blossom looking trees on this trip that have been amazing. I don't know if they're exactly cherry blossoms or not. They're all starting to go green now. They're blossoming real quick. It's beautiful. Do you do what you can with what you have, where you are? I like that one, Vac. Thank you for the quote. We're going to roll the dice for you today for that quote. There's a 5. We'll give you one more, Vac. There's the 10, a 6, and a 4 you've been looking for. But yeah, thank you for the quote. Little hope and inspiration, Vac. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you for being you. Thank you for always taking the leap and jumping up onto the wall of champions there, becoming something more through your actions. Musk, I refuse the Starbucks cups and take my own coffee to work on my art. LOL, they don't care. Take to work on my art. I don't know what that means, Musk. Are you an artist? Weimer, good morning. Please like, share, subscribe, says Weimer. Yes, double tap that screen and then let us know you did so and we'll roll the dice for you. David, I hope everything's all right. I appreciate being great. You are absolutely great, okay? Hey, Scott, just wanted to say hi before I go to bed. David, we appreciate you. Going to roll the dice today. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so, please. Get this algorithm tickled. Get some more new friends in here so we can grow the conversation. I share, I'm just putting my chicken. Jesse, putting my chicken. I don't Hi, I share. I'm just you share with us that you're putting your chicken. I don't understand, Jesse. Did you? I'll roll for that one just because I'm not sure exactly what's going on. You got a 4, Jesse. If your ass is on fire, stop eating spicy food. Miss Mom, I'll take that one. If the sweet little touch hole is on fire, stop eating spicy food, she says. Okay. Frozen dice for you today, Miss Mom. Corey, I work third shift and I'm from Oklahoma and I subscribed a few years ago. You told me happy birthday last year. Much love, brother. Corey, yes, awesome. Thank you for letting us know that you subbed. That gets you a roll, brother. And thank you for being here. And it is really hard to kind of keep at the forefront of my mind, especially since I haven't had coffee yet this morning. Unless I'm talking to you on a daily basis, it can be really easy to forget, especially with the ups and downs that I've been through in the last couple of years. But Corey, I appreciate you, brother. Valued member of the Turtle Herd, Corey. Yes, that's exactly what I need. Thank you so much. Oklahoma. I drove through Oklahoma City. It was not particularly my place. I'm Weimer. Touch. So French press is a lot of work. Not necessarily. We got a little burner there. We can heat up some water, throw some coffee in there, with some hot water, and give her a few minutes and give her a press. It ain't too complicated. It saves us $4 every time we use it. Not that I've really been so frugal lately. Like I said, I left with $100 from New York in my camper car. I ripped out the back seats. For anybody who doesn't know, stick my feet in the trunk, block off the windows. Got a gym membership. That's why we got a DoorDash today, because on my DoorDash card has got $0 and I need 50 on that card. So I have to do some DoorDash and card. My other account, we are still at about $650. That's from a couple days of DoorDash and taking the casino for a couple $100, and working on a ranch for about a week. About 2 weeks, but I don't know, a couple of days. We worked 2 days, took a day off, worked a couple of days, that kind of thing. We were at the highest up to close to a G, which is whatever, but I've been determined to eat like a king. We still got those ramens in the back if necessary, but I've been eating well. Troubled times. French press is a lot of work. Troubled times. Stick around for a while, brother. If you want to roll, give us a quote, man. Let's get you up onto the wall of champions today. Let's broaden your horizon. Let's do something different today that you didn't do yesterday. That's the cure. That's the medicine. You're out there. You know anybody who's struggling? You don't know what to say to them. Let's help them find the medicine. Let's join in this conversation and show appreciation, hope, and love to the world around us through doing something different, knowing that changing exactly what we do and when we do it, might make the biggest difference. It might feel bad in the moment and turn out to be good. It might feel good in the moment and turn out to be bad. It seems like this has been a theme that's come across for me over and over again. And the concept of the day is Steve's, my new buddy Steve, Colmore, Oklahoma. Corey, awesome. I wish I would have known that, brother. Let's roll. Yes, let's roll. You subbed. We're going to roll the dice for you. You got to like, share, subscribe too. Get some more rolls. There's a 9er. I'm going to give you another one since I feel like it, Will. We push the boundaries here a little bit. There's a 7, gets you one more roll. There's a 6, which is nothing. Give us a quote having to do with the perception thereof of good, bad, or indifferent. The gray today. Any quote will do. Inspirational, loving, and compassionate. But most of the time we ask for something that has to do with what we're talking about. And Will, thank you so much for subscribing. I'd love to roll for you again, get you up on the wall of champions, get you a point towards your ticket to rock the bluff. Check out the website. You're not going to regret it. I feel like a broken record sometimes. But I know people are coming in and out. And Sally, we still have to... terrible times. Terrible times. What's so terrible about it, brother? Let us know. Let me know what's so terrible. How could it be so unforgiving? How could there be no light in the abyss? Not a single ray of sunshine in your long, drawn-out, painful day. I'm hoping that we can be that if it is so terrible. Oh man, I gotta get that daytime running light fixed. Let's roll, David. Success is never owned. It's returned. And the rent is due every day. Oh, it's rented. Success is never owned. It's rented. And the rent is due every day. David, that's a beautiful one. I like that one because you have to push for it every day. We're going to give you 2 for that one, David. And that's a 6er. The dice are frozen cold. Someone's got to wake them up, guys. Come on, like, share, subscribe. Let's warm these dice up. But yeah, you're right. Every day, right? Even if working towards the goal is you taking a rest, right? I've had a couple of those recently where I just kind of vegged out, and I don't regret it. You shouldn't regret it, and you shouldn't feel bad about it. Rest is a needed part of growth. God's great. God's great. Leave it in His hand. Leave it in the Lord's hands. Great. Share the following. Liked. I did it all. You, my newfound friend. Thank you, Will. Well, then we're going to have to roll a few times for you, won't we, brother? There's a sixer, which is nada. There's a seven, which is another roll. There's the doubles we've been looking for. Snake eyes for you there, Will. We appreciate you joining the community. I appreciate you being here and open, honest communication, brother. Finding a sense of peace through the conversation. Spreading Hawanase's wisdom to do the next right thing and let it exceed your greatest expectation. I hope that means something to you in this moment. I hope that concept evolves in your heart as you grow. These great things, right? The best wisdom I was ever given, William Thompson, grew in my heart as time went by, as other things affected me, as the good, the bad, and the indifference sunk in. I realized how true these bits of wisdom are, right? To take care of yourself, your family, your community, in that order is the only way it works. Stop deluding yourself that you're taking care of yourself by taking care of others. I know that it sounds selfish. It's a selfish world, but it doesn't have to be foolish selfish. It doesn't have to be selfish. It doesn't have to be a kind of selfish that hurts anybody else. You know, it's got to be the kind of selfish that is self-fulfilling without hurting anybody else. And that's wise selfish, and it's okay to be that. I, for a long time, was conditioned to think anything I did for me was selfish, and that my job was to take care of the world, that I was ingrained that, at times in this yo-yo thing, that I was the most important, and as long as I was doing everything, and then I was a POS as soon as I could be discarded and I wasn't valuable anymore, I didn't do anything to prove my value. And that's something that I'm working on getting over, slow and steady. Jesse, sorry everyone, want them done, the food. 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be right in everybody's chat, but I'm here listening. Awesome, W, awesome. Just put my chicken thighs in the crock pot. I scooped out. I cleaned out the... You're doing great today, Jesse. Just relax until my mom comes over and visits. That sounds great, Jesse. Sounds like you got a great day going. Sounds like you're doing amazing. Sounds like you're pushing forward. Absolutely, brother. Speak on it. Thank you, Will. I take care of my two cats, boy and girl. That's awesome, Jesse. David, I got another quote I think you will like. Well, feel free to quote us up. Give it to us, brother. We're looking for some inspiration, some hope, some reflection and understanding. I do not speak because I know. I speak because I'm seeking, and I hope you can help me find. Oh, I think that warmth is helping. That warmth is helping a lot. Oh, slow and steady today. Nice and easy. If you really enjoy the stream, please share. Please share with someone who might be in need, someone who might enhance the conversation and help us find a sense of peace. I am in a peaceful place, a place of thanks and acceptance and appreciation beyond what I could have done if I didn't take the leap. And as Ellie likes so much, the concept that it started with a glass of water. You know, it might seem pointless and frugal, or not frugal isn't the word, pointless and worthless to get up and drink that glass of water, to get up and walk across your living room, to set down the phone for 5 minutes, once the conversation ends, hopefully. But it all adds up to something better for you. I promise you that. And I'll need to take that medicine again. But you also got to evaluate whether you're on that couch for a reason. Depression is a need for deep rest. Are you in need of deep rest? Well, and what does that rest obtain? I don't know if it really means doom scrolling. But who am I to say what rest is for you? For me, yesterday, it was doing a little shopping, chatting a little bit, buying myself a pair of wireless clippers so I could cut the hair and just kind of relaxing. A little bit of medicine and for the soul. Some tacos is what it was. Some tacos, some fusion tacos. William, absolutely speak on it, brother. David. Give us the quote, David. William, absolutely, bro. I am always speaking truth and realization for the Almighty. Awesome, brother. And we appreciate it, God, of your understanding. Keep your face towards the sunset and the shadow will fall behind you. Oh, that's awesome. Walt Whiteman. I like that. Keep your face towards the sun. There's a 5. We're going to give you 2 for that one. There's a 7. You get another one for the 7. There's a 9er, which is nothing. Frozen dice, guys. We got to wake these things up. Shake it up. Get moving. Let us know. Give us a quote or like, share, and subscribe. Share it to anybody. Share to a social media platform outside of YouTube. Share it to a friend or a family member who might indulge in the conversation, who might be struggling. Share to someone who might be thinking about taking that leap and living in van life, quote unquote, who might be wanting to boondock across the country and do something different. It might seem like, impossible, but believe me, I'm in a Kia Forte and I made it from New York to Santa Fe, which is a couple thousand miles, on $100. All Corey, keep your face towards the sun. I like that one a lot. All dreams are within reach. You have to do it. Keep moving towards them. David, I like that. Thank you for that quote, David. There's an 8er, and then there's an 8er, and we're going to give you one more. There's a 5er. Frozen dice. Wake them up, guys. Come on. The big thing we can do here is share to anybody out there and join them, have them join in this community. Roll the dice. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. Move forward with faith, knowing that your next action will be a beautiful one. Find vigor and knowing that you will not know. And thank you for being on your journey, brothers and sisters, William and Corey and David, James and Crank. I need to troll every day. Are things good or bad because they are, or because we need them to be? Ooh, I like that. That's a good way to put it, Crank. Are they good or bad because we need them to be? Because they are? Because our perception thereof? Crank, there's the 10. There is a 10. Crank. That's awesome, brother. Thank you so much for your beautiful quotes. I think that, yeah, you're right? Like most of the time in the minute, we in the moment, we believe that these things are good or bad because of what we feel like we perceptionally need. Musk, you stay safe too, brother. It was good meeting you. Put that notification bell on. You want to be a part of the turtle herd, dig through some of the shorts, and view duration, likes, and comments really help the channel to grow. So keep that in mind. If you found some inspiration here today, there's more on the channel. There's some cool traveling, some fun stuff. I found myself scrolling through my shorts yesterday I went through for maybe an hour or so and dug pretty deep and didn't even start to scratch the surface. Watching all the shorts that I've made in the past and, just kind of being in awe about the adventure and how it all played out. And, it's nice, man. It's fun stuff, dude. If you're looking for something to do and some time to kill and you want to see a Parthenon in Nashville, Tennessee, a natural water slide, you want a little hope and inspiration and, see some good meals cooked for some good people. And, I could recommend Tradition in Chile. It was alive at my house. That was a good one. And 988 was a good one as well. Anyhow, keep pushing forward today. Nice and easy, slow and steady. We're gonna sign up. All right, I need to go. I'll chat you next time. Thanks, Dave. We'll see you later, brother. Corey, life is like a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I believe that, Corey, because when I become stagnant, 8 is nothing. 7 is nada, or 7 is the roll again. 7 again, 6er. There's the doubles, Corey, once again. The window's starting to pile up here, brother. Starting to pile up. Making sure everything's plugged in because it likes to, I don't want to lose it again, but yeah, Corey. I agree with you, brother. Corey. Life is a bicycle. We got to keep moving. It's how we keep our balance. And if you've fallen, it's time to get back up. If you've fallen, actually, it's time to take a minute and understand that it's going to take some time, and that's okay. You don't have to jump right back to your feet if you've fallen. Maybe you take a minute. Maybe you reflect and breathe. Maybe the world is so heavy with anxiety, stress, and depression, and you don't know how to express yourself, and you're caught in that dark place. Maybe you just need to be for a while. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next day. You need to wipe those expectations away and be okay. It can be a hard thing to sit and to be okay, right? But you can't fall into that like I did. No more. No more of that for me, to the best of my ability. I'll never say never again, because the world has a way of proving to you that it will. And I highly recommend that you take the chance and take the leap and move forward with compassion in your heart for yourself. Whether you're in a dark place or whether you know someone who's in a dark place, this is the time to let them know you care. There's a short I just made recently that's meant for that if you don't know what to say. A beautiful poem by an amazing human being with a beautiful sunset rolling through the desert, acknowledging that we could take a break but don't give up, that there's hope in this world, that permanent solution to a temporary problem is just that. It's a temporary problem and it's a permanent solution. And the people that love you, that have experienced loss in that way, don't want you to make that decision. It's time to hold on. It's time to give thanks. It's time to be appreciative for what you have today out there, ladies and gentlemen. To know that whatever this is, whatever you're judging it by is just your perception. This is great. It's a beautiful day because it's sunny. It's a horrible day because it's cloudy. What's with all the clouds? Well, I think Santa Fe especially needs a little bit of a break from all the sun and heat, from what I've heard. And maybe I can do a little door dashing today. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I'm thinking about having dinner again with my buddy Jason, and his girl and dog there there's a grocery store that they wave a sign at on a daily basis, and I haven't been there in a couple days. We had pizza last week, and I think maybe it's another pizza today. If I can make $80 on door dashing today, then that'll give me the $30 for that pizza combo that I fed everybody the other day, and then $50 to pay the gym membership, and I'll have a good meal with some good people. And that sounds awesome. Let me get caught up here. Greetings, Turtles. Billy, it's good to see you. You're going to like, share, subscribe. Are you trans? Mike, why does it matter what I am, brother? It's a complicated thing. I kind of just want to answer, but like at the same time, does it matter? Does it matter? Like, in this conversation, it's the same reason we don't talk about politics or religion. Sexual orientation too is another one of those things that in this moment don't matter, time or place, right? We're talking about being a good human being, and I don't think that religion, orientation, or your political views really define that completely. Some people believe that, right? If you vote for this person, you must be this person, and it's like, well, maybe that person, maybe you're just misinformed. Maybe you are a compassionate person, but you have a certain set of values that don't align with another's. And maybe a real conversation, by putting it all aside, can help grow compassion between us. That's what we do here, my friend. But you are welcome no matter what you are. Keep that in mind. Greetings, Turtle Herd. Greeting, Billy. I'm green. Has Scott not a Transformer? The Galactic Avenger was a great car. It was a great car. If you guys want to see a really cool camper car, check out the Galactic Avenger in my playlist. Orc sent his thanks. Oh, awesome. Well, you send some love back to Orc. Anything specifically we did to deserve that thanks, or just being us? Done and back. Good, Weimer. Good. Let's get some dice rolling. You guys, like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. Give us quotes on the gray, right? That's interpretation of good and bad. How it maybe a parable on how it evolves and changes, and our perception of what could be good could turn into something twisted and dark. Even my home, right? My home is a beautiful place, right? I bought it. It's this great thing, but there's been times where it's been overwhelming. The pipes burst, and it's too big, and it's just me and that bunny, and nobody shows up. And it becomes this dungeon. It becomes this trap. So this beautiful, good thing at times has been a dark catalyst for me to fall into really painful places. Yellow beard. If every wrong moment in your life led you to who you are now, which part of it would you undo without erasing yourself? Oh, Crank, that's a good one, brother. That goes along. I'm going to roll for that, and then we'll chat about that a little bit. Fiver. Niner. And a Nader. I'm going to roll one more time. I like that so much. 11. Crank, you got to give us a nominee. Jimmy Jam and Sally, I don't think are going to nominate anybody. Maybe they're not around anymore. But Crank, nominated somebody in your life. Crank, not me. Because I like that when people nominate me, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody that's somebody outside of this circle that we could chat about a little bit and extend the conversation. But yes, moment led to the yes, I like that a lot. If every wrong moment, life led you to this. So here's the thing too, that the advice I give about grief. If you're out there grieving, would you give up the pain you feel now if you had to give up all the lessons, the loves, and the beautiful moments that are causing this pain because this person got ripped away? I have had someone say yes in a traumatic amount of pain while they're on fire. So if you're on fire right now and you think, yes, I'd do anything to give out this pain, I won't judge you. But I think in our right mind, outside of being on fire, we can realize how valuable that pain is, and we can accept that pain a little bit better, knowing that that pain is only there because there was love. Weimer. Yes, for the next right thing, brother. You're amazing, Weimer. Let's like that $5 donation from W today. You guys are absolutely amazing. Again, all these donations are going to go towards feeding all of us. Weimer's going to be head of security there. Crank, if you want to show up and donate, volunteer some time at the door or concierge. Or I was also told today that I cannot be the maitre d' because that's a kitchen thing, a master of the house, and I say that I am master of the house. I'm running the show. You know what I'm saying? We're introducing people. I'm going to be speaking on sponsors. So I'm holding on to that title as maitre d'. Good to hear. And hey, I shared it again. Good, Jesse. Jesse, where did you share it to? You sharing it to like Facebook? You sharing it to friends? Just curious, not necessary. We trust you. But where exactly are you sharing it? Message has been retracted by Crank. Let's view it. Mikey 66. Beautiful question, Mikey. But we don't care. You're already told here that orientation doesn't matter. You're safe if you are. And I really hope that if you're struggling and you're asking that question to make somebody feel awkward because you've been felt awkward being judged of being, another orientation, that you find a sense of peace in knowing that it doesn't matter, that just because you're judged for being something, or, I think a lot of, especially men too, they get this stigma, and they get fearful and judgy of people in their orientation because they're so scared of being seen that way, whether they are or not or whatever. It doesn't matter where you put it, when you put it there. What matters is that you're a good person, Mike. Crank, 10 for 10 seconds. And me and Crank talked about that yesterday too. Like, I think, and this is something that to W and to James, if you guys ever want to block anything, I know that I can like read it now, right? If the concept from now on to block things isn't so that they don't get read, it's to stop me from reading them out loud. So if I see something blocked, I'm still going to read it, but I'm going to open it up and I'm not going to just automatically read it. It stops me from reading it out loud just in case somebody's saying something I shouldn't say out loud that'll hinder the channel from being exposed. Because me, I'll just say that it. And I think that that's a good philosophy. Not asking you, Weimer. And it is, I guess, here's the thing too. It is a legit question. I just like to point out the fact that it doesn't make a difference in what we're talking about. I am a straight man. If that makes you feel comfortable or uncomfortable, I don't know what to tell you. But it doesn't define who you are. If you're being judged for who you are, Mike, I hope you find a sense of peace in that, in whoever you are, and you could drop the fear. I think we answered your question, Mike. You can stop asking. I went above and beyond with a question I normally don't answer. Reduce responsibilities, no heavy overhead or to support. David Thompson. Reduced responsibility. I think living minimal, there's something to living minimal. For me, even at like, so I own a trailer, right? $500 lot rent. But it's got like a full addition built on the side of it with a giant kitchen and a big old, another bigger bedroom. I was able to take the bedroom and bathroom out of the original trailer. We built a 10 by 16 on top of that addition to build this giant bathroom with vaulted ceilings and tongue and groove pine and a corner this and a corner toilet and a shower. I got it at an auction, all this stuff at auctions when I had a few bucks. But yeah, I think there is something to living minimally, you know, and then even in this car, right? I get 40 miles, 30 to 40 miles to the gallon in this car. I ripped out the back seat. And I got a gym membership, and I left with $100, you know. Now, granted, I had some bills money put away that doesn't include that because I wanted to buy myself the time I needed. But yes, I think that, David, there is something to reducing responsibilities, so there isn't so much overhead. I think here's the thing too. People say, well, if I make another 50 grand, if I make another 10 grand, if I could make another 20 grand a year, if I could make another 100,000 a year, if I could have 10 grand in my pocket, you know, whatever they're saying, right? And then they get it. And it's like they immediately upgrade their life, right? Now I got a new 2026 whatever, and the payments are $300 more a month. You know, and you go out and you buy a house that you're making payments on, and you add 5 lines to your phone, and then before you know it, you're making $150,000 a year. And when you were a cook making $30,000 a year, that 150 was like, all I got to do is just get there. And you get there and it's not enough because you're continuously growing outside of your means. I think that's what David's trying to, I nominate my buddy Whistle Seth, Restless Sith. He is an awesome streamer. All right, well, let's check out Restless Sith. Do me a favor, Crank. Put that in one of my comments. I want to check him out. Reckless Sith. I like that. That's cool. And I'll check out his channel since you nominated him and I trust you. Restless Sith. Oh, that's supposed to be on Cranks. That's all right. Crank. Make sure we write it on there. But yeah, Crank, thank you for nominating somebody new, for bringing a new positive person into our life. I'm looking forward to checking out his channel. You guys maybe should check it out too. We trust Crank and his whatever. There's a guy who used Ghost Kitchen to run a home delivery empire from his car. That sounds pretty cool. 300 seconds. Mike's been blocked. Well, that makes sense because he, wouldn't stop even though he answered his inappropriate question. David, I think that's awesome. I think that proves that anything's possible, right? Like that's, if you're willing to do the thing and push forward, yeah. Ghost Kitchen's pretty awesome. Yeah, you could DoorDash on a bike, an e-bike even better. You can spark drive and Instacart across the country. Here in Santa Fe, I guess you could make $20 to $40 an hour spark driving, they say. I wouldn't know because my number got changed and they blocked me out of the account, so I can't spark drive, but blue loody-doo. A mod is a no-go, homie. Now disrespecting a mod is a no-go. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Crank, I gotta trust you. Boston Bill. Good afternoon, Boston Bill. Boston Bill subscribed. Thank you. We're gonna roll again there for you, Boston Bill. How's it going, Greg? It's going well, brother. It's going well. Slow and steady. I think I'm winding down here. I think we're about to get ready to take off. We got a 5 for our brother Boston Bill. A bunch of new winners today. I still have a $2 scratch off that I got to go and redeem and get a couple more dollars since that's what your guys' referred was. We're talking about the gray, Greg. We're talking about, the value thereof, the perception of good or bad. And how most of the time, if not all of the time, it all falls into gray. Because something amazing and beautiful could be the most tragic thing ever. And something tragic could work out to being one of the best things that ever happened to you. You just got to give it time. More shall be revealed. More shall be revealed. Corey, go work tonight. Good night, my friendly. Spread love, my friends. Corey, do us a favor, man. Help the channel out if you get the time. If you're looking to do a little scrolling, check out the shorts. Check out some of the playlists. There are a bunch of shorts organized into different things. There is so many shorts out there that get buried in the abyss that are absolutely amazing, that I'd love to hear your opinion on if you got some time to kind of jump through and check some of this stuff out. And the playlists are lined up to kind of pull some of these into groups, into your forefront. My Car, the Galactic Avenger, Bun, cool stuff, free arcades, and natural water slides, hope and inspiration, beauty. There's a Parthenon in Nashville, Tennessee that we checked out that's got its own shorts. So Corey, yeah, get out there and check out the channel, man. As the turtle herd, right? That's what we do. We engage in the channel. We engage in the conversation. We roll the dice. We take the chance. We say the thing that's hard to say, and we become the buffalo. We walk forward into the storm knowing that we will spend less time in the tornado because we're pushing through it and we're going to reach the other side. Have faith that what we're doing is the right thing, and the sun will shine again. I guarantee you. Flow with the river of life and find a sense of peace and hope, knowing that we will not know. They are great shorts, Corey. Thank you, No. If you could see the end of every choice before you make it, would anything still be good or bad, or would everything just be... Yes, I think everything would just be gray, because there's good and bad that comes out of everything that you do. And it's really hard because of what we want, right? Like I've thought, I can't remember whether I sat up there at that admissions office for 15 minutes or 2 hours the day I found my brother, after he made that tragic decision. And, I've thought to myself, I could go back and not sit there trying to figure out what's going on. And, it felt selfish. But we wouldn't be here right now. And I have no control of it. Would I? Yes. I don't give a what the consequences are. I love and miss my brother. I'm human. And, I would tempt fate if I could go back and save my brother. But I can't. And there are some good things that came from that, and that's hard to digest, right? How could you say that, Scott? You loved your brother, and you're going to say there was good that came from it? Well, that's the philosophy of the day, and that's the understanding of the traditional teachings, that there is a positivity through the struggle, and a big part of that is my connection with a God of my understanding. To be able to be involved in a 10-day feast, to be able to learn a little bit more about my brother's culture and to be embraced by it. We're all beautiful gifts. The first time that I ever realized how much my brother loved me and that I needed to love myself as much was after he passed. I was sitting there during his 10-day. I didn't sleep for 4 days. So maybe part of it was exhaustion. But I had this euphoric epiphany where I realized that I needed to love myself. When I did finally sleep, I had this magnificent dream where I communicated with my brother in a way that's outside of words. And he said everything and nothing all at once. And we embraced and we sat there at the table and it all happened and there was nothing. And I realized what he wanted from me. More than anything, he wanted me to love myself the way he loved me. Please, Scotty, see yourself the way I see you. You have so much more to give the world. You're not this broken, shameful thing that you're drowning in. You are beautiful. You're amazing. And for a moment, for just a brief moment, I saw myself the way he saw me, as this amazing, miraculous human being that helped him become something more through my love and compassion, through our brotherhood. You got it, buddy. Awesome, Corey. Well, I look forward to hearing from you in the shorts, brother. Please comment. That'll help a lot. If you want to share any of the shorts that you feel like it'll affect anybody in a positive way, that helps immensely. I think the biggest thing is sharing, right? When we can share the channel with other people and bring them in to the community, that helps YouTube really understand that we are doing the next right thing. Wow, love that. Thank you, Nonu. I love your face, brother. And that goes into the gray, right? Because no matter how much, every inkling of my body wants to say there is no good in what happened to my brothers. There is no good in all the pain that I've felt. When you're on fire, there can be no good, right? But outside of the moment, you can realize how beautiful and how perfect it all is, despite how I want it to be. Yeah, you know, a blue moon during my brother's 10-day was a beautiful reminder that these things that happen for a reason. You know, this blue moon, two full moons in 1 month, right? The blue moon, it happens very rarely. It happened during my brother's 10-day, and it helped me to like understand. You know, it was a way for a creator to reach out and connect with me. It was a way for my brother to communicate with me that it's all going to be okay. And I felt it in that moment. I without words, beyond words. And you know, does it make his passing a blessing? Yes. Does it make it any less tragic? No. Would I change it? I'm very human, and I would change it if I could. Powerful message, as always, Scott. Thank you, Nonu. Wow, I love that. We love you, Nonu. Please roll the dice, guys. We're going to get out of here in a minute. If anybody else wants to roll the dice, get up onto the Wall of Champions. I highly implore you, check out Rock the Bluff. You're not going to regret it. Thank you today for the $5 from our brother Weimer. And the 200 stickers from our brother Corey. It's deeply appreciated beyond what I could ever say. Thank you for help motivating me, because I got to go do some door dashing today. Scott, do you love yourself? Crank. At this moment, I do. And there are times where I don't fulfill the promise I made my brother. There are times I loathe myself deeply. But I believe those moments when I'm in my right mind have a purpose. They're not completely bad either, because I can understand how it is to want to not be here. I can understand how it is to hate yourself on a molecular level, down to every last little cell, every movement, every word I've ever said is ridiculous and cringy, and I'm disposable, and I believe it. But experiencing that makes me realize the truth. And the reality of the scenario is that I do deserve love, and I should love me. I should accept me. You should accept you. That's the reality of it. But it took a lot of pain for me to get here. Paul, shine bright. Yes, you shine bright too, Paul. Afternoon, Scott. Massive love for me and Lady J. Yeah, how's Lady J been? I tell her I love her face and I appreciate her, and I look forward to chatting with her again soon, Paul. I hope you guys are doing great. Today we're talking about the gray, Paul. And we're also rolling dice. Want to roll the dice for you and Lady J? Please feel free. Like, share, subscribe. Sharing would be great. Sharing's the big thing. Bringing more people into the conversation who might need to hear it. Just as Lady J shared this space with you, Paul, we continue that tradition by sharing this space with others who might need to hear this message. That brings value to the pain that I've gone through. It brings value to my brother's passing. It brings value to all the beatings and abuse, because we can have an open, honest conversation, and we can grow and become something more despite all of that. Because just as your brother said, we see you as this amazing, beautiful person. That part hits hard because I can relate to that. Well, Nonu, I see you as that too. You know, she is in the bath. Well, it's all right. Just scream at her and tell her Traveling Scott says, hey. She don't need to whatever. But that's good to hear that she's just doing her thing. Let her do her thing. I miss having her in the conversation. And I'll be here. We're going to be here on a daily basis around the same time. I do got to get going and do some door dashing, because I need money on that card. We're still doing good financially. You know, left New York with $100 on that DoorDash card if you're just chiming in. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. And Nonu, thank you for the reminder that I'm not alone in that thought and that feeling. And I'm hoping that you can make me the same promise I made him. Promise me, Nonu. You'll start seeing yourself the way I see you, as this beautiful, open, loving person who's willing to take the time and do something out of the norm, who's willing to be a part of this community of love and appreciation and reflection. You know, even though it's not normal, right? Even though it'd be so much easier to hand the boulder of pain around. Very much true, James. I'm going to give you a roll for that one, brother, because that's a good quote. Emphasizing how amazing that quote is. 2 threes right off the bat, James. James. But yeah, so and to keep it simple today, guys. I don't need much, right? I just need to go do a little DoorDash and to make sure that the yearly $50 payment that comes out from Planet Fitness is paid, so I can stick around for a while. I don't need to worry about where I'm going tomorrow. You don't need to worry about where you're going to be in every instance. Be in this moment, be here now, and understand that it's all gray. And that's not necessarily bad, good or bad or indifferent. It's good, it's bad, it's both, it's all. And then we find a sense of salvation through this communication, through understanding that today's gloomy day, this gray overhanging, abyss of clouds is exactly what it needs to be. Yeah. But I think I'm going to get ready to take off here, guys. Just know that you're loved, know you're appreciated. Wish me luck today DoorDashing so I can make that 50 to put in the account so that I can get robbed by Planet Fitness. Nah, Planet Fitness is all right. What else do we got to do today? That's it. Just make sure I make that 80. That's the goal today. If I can make 80, we can do another pizza party, quote unquote, on the side of the grocery store with my struggling friends there. Jason, I believe, his dog, girl, and a couple other guys. I think that's the plan for today. Tacos were amazing yesterday. I'll be posting pictures of the tacos that I had when she talks. Yeah, that's the plan for the day. Some DoorDashing, enough to make that payment to Planet Fitness that's coming out tomorrow, and enough to have another little pizza get together. With my new friends that wave signs up at the classy grocery store up the way in Santa Fe, Albert's Market. Yeah, they're good people, man. I'm excited, right? I get to have another good meal with some good people. I'm sure they'll be cool and open to it. And what's $30 to feed 5-6 people and 2 dogs, and to be able to sit down and have a good conversation, to be open and welcome. It's funny, right? We judge people for who they are and what they have, but I've never been as welcomed in any scenario as I had been sitting on the side of that grocery store, before I even bought the pizzas. I sat down and just chatted and loved up his puppy and made a new friend, man, with this open person that had no judgment because of the struggle he's went through. And we connected, and I decided I wanted to have a meal with this human being. I'm looking forward to having another meal with this human being. Thank you, Paul. Good luck today. Hey. That dude's got the coolest. He's selling it too. Man, I ain't gonna buy it. I ain't got the money for that. He's got this. Where is it? There it is. That's what he's got. It's like a van with like a fiberglass body. I might have to take a look into seeing what he's selling it for. Yeah, how awesome would that be? I bet you he gets horrible gas mileage though. Art of Madness. Well, what did you retract? Seriously, you have to go, brother. Shine bright. We love you. Thank you. I have to go. I got to go too, Paul. I'm going to finish this coffee. I guess we'll roll the dice a little bit more. Maybe we'll try to, I keep, you got to let it be what it is, right? I want badly for this to grow, right? So sometimes I find myself pushing too hard. It's exactly what it needs to be right now. We're having a conversation. There's a handful of us in here with love and appreciation that really appreciate the conversation. That's much more valuable than a few hundred people watching. And that's a hard thing to digest, because I watch these other people that rely on handing the boulder of pain, and they beg and they absorb and they give nothing back, and they just seem to win. And it's like, sometimes seeing that in the world can be frustrating. A lot of times it can be frustrating. But there's no growth for these human beings, right? And that's on them. That's their life. No judgment from me. I got to accept that this right now is exactly what it needs to be. Art of Madness. Hey, Scott, once again, time right now. Yeah, once upon a time, right now. I love it, Art of Madness. I'm going to give you a roll for that one, brother. You liked, you shared, you subscribed. There's an 8. I'm going to give you another one, a 6. The dice are frozen solid. It's 8 right now. 8. I just rolled an 8. Buy me element. Have Crank fix it. How about I'll buy your element. Stop fucking around. I'll fix it. I don't need Crank to fix it. What's wrong with it? It needs a starter. Dude, if I bought your element, I would totally. I got my partner, my business partner is a good mechanic. I could fiddle around with it. The thing drives and moves. What does it need, brother? I know it struggles to start a little bit. It's probably just the starter or some kind of wiring connection. Yeah, Crank could fiddle with it. My business partner could fiddle with it. If you're really going to sell me the Element, I would love that, man. I think the Element would be perfect. We'll chat a little bit more about that. Oh, and James, I did see the message there. I got a little overwhelmed the night you sent that message, but it might not be a bad idea. I'm not sure when I'm leaving. That's the other thing, too. We'd have to define that. It would be a lot of money on your end, brother, and that would be something that, you know, it's hard for me to accept that someone would want to spend that amount of money just to drive from here to St. Louis with me. You know, because you'd have to buy your ticket. You'd have to, you know, you said we can't both sleep in this car, so you'd have to get hotel rooms and, you know, I mean, if it's something you really want to do, man, we could chat about it over the phone and you could ride back with me. But I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, dude, if you're not kidding, that seems like a killer deal, and I will get it off you as soon as I paint a couple houses, brother. You know, maybe I could like fly down to, maybe you could drive it. You know, I don't know. We can figure it out. If you really, dude, in July, I'll pick it. I'll send you the money and then pick it up in July if that's cool. When at the festival, I'll fly down to Indiana, and I'll have that to drive back to New York. And then I could kind of spend the rest of the summer getting it together to travel for the winter. That would be great. I think that's exactly what I'm looking for is an Element. And I like that car, man. I don't want it to be, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's a whip cracker. It's one of those things, you know, it's a good vehicle. It's something worth chatting about for sure. But one last chance to roll the dice today, ladies and gentlemen. One last chance to push forward and signify your ability to do something different with yourself. It's yours. That sounds amazing, James. I'm excited. The Element's absolutely amazing. It's going to be amazing when I get done with it. It's going to be this cool little kitchenette. I have a place to, you know, I could get a thing to put on the top to store a bunch of stuff. I could have my little flat top. I could flap down the back seat and we could cook right there. Then I could really save some money. Because I got this one burner, but cooking in this car, and you know, I've thought about it too. Like I could just get some chicken and cook it up, and then it's like, what about the leftovers? Anything you cook, there's so much more. With something like that, I could get a little Jackery cooler, you know, a little electric cooler, keep some food cold, and we could cook along the way. I could save a lot of money with something like that. Yeah, I think it's great. I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. I mean, you've seen the Dodge Avenger, man. I made that thing to Key West, all the way up to Eastport, Maine, to Georgia, and all around in circles and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's time to get out of here. I think it's time to get our together and say goodbye today. Thank you for Sally and Jimmy John, Crank, Boston Bill, the Sith nominated by Crank, Vac, James, Crank, Corey, James, and Corey, for getting the day rolling today. You guys are absolutely amazing. It's going to be a blessed day because we're going to make it. It's time to push forward with hope, love, and appreciation. Don't forget out there that what you think today might be horrible might be one of the best things that ever happened to you. Push forward with love, vigor, and appreciation. You want to roll the dice? You got 30 more seconds. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know you did so. Check out Rock the Bluff and know that whatever you're doing today, good, bad, or indifferent through your perception, could dramatically change. You could be doing the most gracious thing in the world. Oh, you're feeding this homeless person. Then you get stabbed in the neck. Who knows, man? I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, and I'm not saying that because whatever. You know, like I said, my goal for today is to go and have pizza with my brother and his dog up there. My new friend, I should say, that waves a cardboard sign up there by the grocery store in the nice part of the neighborhood. I think you should do the next right thing, but know that just because you think it's good doesn't mean that it is, and just because you think it's bad doesn't mean that it is. We drove it around. We did drive it around all day. And you just remember, you're loved out there in YouTube land. Embrace the gray. Embrace the concept that more shall be revealed. And more shall be revealed. I promise you that. Again, wish me luck today. We need to make $80. That's not that big of a deal. I'm going to go out and make $80 door dashing. Have my meal with my friends up there this evening. Actually, I'm going to call and see what's going on with this flea market today. It's Tuesday. There's supposed to be like a farmer's market. Maybe I'll go check that out. Anyway, I got to get going. I love your guys' faces. I hope everything works out for you. Going to roll the dice next time. Like, share, subscribe, and let us know you did so. Play Know Your Role, game that we developed here together. Peace, appreciation, and hope. Love, acceptance for what is, and have the vigor to take the leap today. And know that it all starts with a glass of water. If you haven't been hydrating and you're feeling like shit, get up and drink a glass of water. Down it. Force yourself to put that glass of water in you. 40, can I get a shout out? You can get a shout out there, Don 40, but not because you farted. Because you subscribed, because you became a member of the Turtle Herd. That's why you get a shout out. Double tap that screen. Find yourself a sense of purpose. We could chat and laugh together tomorrow. I'm going to finish my cup of coffee in peace. Don't forget that you're loved and you have a sense of purpose. And it starts with something small will break that trend of abuse you're putting yourself through. It starts with a glass of water. I know it sounds stupid. It starts with getting up and letting your blood pump a little bit. It starts with interacting with a new human being. It starts by saying that you love yourself and really meaning it, and then embracing the gray. So with that being said, I'm off like a herd of turtles. Love your faces. We'll talk again soon. See you tomorrow morning in the camper car for a nice cup of coffee and some good reflection.